Hello, everybody, and welcome to American Heiress channel. Just want to let you guys know what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be running through company updates, industry updates, answering any questions you guys have for us. So if you have any during any of these videos, don't be afraid to reach out. And of course, introducing members of the team. So who better to kick us off for video number one than CEO of American Heiress, Dimitry Serov. Dimitry, how are you doing over there today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me here on this call.
I'm glad to have you on. So let's dive into your background a little bit. Tell me some of the things you've been involved with. I see here you went to St. Petersburg. You worked with BMW, Mercedes, Audi. Tell us about your past experiences and really your motivations. What gets you going as a businessman?
Well, for the beginning of my career, I just happened as a teenager. I was involved with cars. I did a lot of export to Europe, to Middle East, and I ended up in the car business and worked there all the way from 2003. I think I just passed. I think I left 2010. So basically quite a while, and I worked as a sales manager. My last positions, I was running a few stores, the sales floor. So been in sales pretty much all my life. And in 2011, I realized that there is a big concern about the cumulative effects of electromagnetic radiation, not necessarily your single device used like a cell phone, for example, that everyone is terrifying from, but it's the cumulative effect. And that's before all this social media really kicked in, and before the Internet of Things, before the metaverse discussions, and before all of this, just the cumulative effects of exposure to radio frequency electromagnetic field, which is electromagnetic radiation, is a big concern apparently, and there are regulations in the European Union, and specifically in the west of Europe, that are, significant. For example, there is no Wi-Fi in elementary schools in France. There's a reason why, and this is just one example. I can continue on this topic for hours, and I realized that that could be something interesting if we could look into, solving the problem and creating maybe some technology and then perhaps a product that can help there. At that moment, I didn't know how we're going to exactly sell it, what the company going to look like, but I resigned from the car business. And I had access to a technology. I didn't have any product. I only had access to technology through my connections, which I was able to completely acquire, bring the intellectual property into Canada, open up a Canadian company, and create my own, distribution here within GTA, and that's how it started. I quickly realized that there is a big demand for it, but for me to go quick and achieve my goals, I realized I need to use the public vehicle, and I started to look for opportunities there. So really in 2019, just before COVID, we went public. Just literally before it starts, I took the company public. We did an IPO, so it wasn't an RTO, it was straight prospectus. Took me 2 years to go through the Ontario Security Commission. I think our regulator in Canada is the toughest in the world. I know they are the toughest. Competition Bureau of Canada, we had to provide all the scientific reports, publications, peer review studies. They reviewed everything. Then they granted us, after 2 years of checkups, they granted us permission to get listed through a prospectus. Started to look for a banker partner, approached a few, decided to engage Canaccord. Canaccord said, fantastic, we do need to do our own due diligence now because it's, it's too good to be true. And the fact that you've been already reviewed by the authorities and other regulators, but we do need to do our own research. So they approached an expert from California, a professor in biophysics, actually, that prepared an independent opinion for the bankers on the tech and on the product that completely satisfied the committee of Canaccord. Everyone signed off. We listed, did extremely well. I mean, I was able to travel. This stock just, was flying because there's nothing out there, and the market is so big, especially right now with the Internet of Things. There will be 62 billion Internet of Things devices by 2025. And these devices these are not refrigerators or stoves that people change every 20 years or 10 years. These are gadgets that people constantly get more updates, sell, bring more. It's like, it's just coming. And so 45 billion Internet of Things devices will be connected to the internet. So people realize that, you know, there is a significant case here, and we started to sell the product pretty well. We haven't focused on worldwide marketing. We just scratched the surface in terms of marketing in the United States of America. The sales are pretty good for the start. I mean, everyone can see the numbers. It's all published. And we've seen over 400% growth organically, 400% growth organically on traffic from countries like Australia, European Union, UK, all the Scandinavian countries. So we decided to move that direction as well. So
you came from a sales background, and then you found a solid purpose, so to speak, in this, and you saw a real problem that you could personally address here. And then you applied it. Would you say that your sales background really helped you become a CEO? Obviously, there seems like there's a strong correlation between sales and becoming a CEO. Would you say that is true?
100%, because I think the CEO is the best salesperson in the company. I think that's just by nature, but 100%.
And then from there, again, we'll dive deeper into the company on the next video. So like from your role specifically, wrapping into it, demystify a little bit. So like, let's say on the day-to-day, so let's say you woke up today, what all do you have to handle?
There are quite a lot involved. And again, we have constantly, well, right now we're focusing on scaling the business. So right now, there are many projects on the background that, you know, one way or another, I'm involved in it. And many projects, I'm completely running them. Some projects I'm, you know, deeply involved with my team. But it's just, you know, we just structured, putting the structure together. We're achieving the milestones, and we're building the platform right now to become a household brand for this product type in the world. And again, we have opened up a lot of things, and a lot of projects are completed that we announced, and a lot of them will be announced soon. This is my main focus right now. 2022 is the year where we are started to scale our business, and we are on the target to achieve significant results this year.
Perfect. So I feel like you did a great job of sharing your past experiences, how you got involved, why you got involved, and your expertise you're bringing to the table. So anybody, if you guys have questions specifically about Dimitry's background, don't be afraid to reach out. On the next video, we're going to dive deeper into the company itself, walk through that timeline and see where you guys are sitting. So everybody stay tuned for that. And Dimitry, any closing words for people before we go?
No, I think I answered your questions, and if you know, we'll continue, and I'll be able to share more information.
Perfect. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for the call.